Hi, welcome to Qlikview. So in the previous session, we have seen about how desktop work, how to lease licensing, and some of the properties about sheet and many more things that we have seen in the previous session. In this session, we are going to see how to load data from an Excel sheet and how to build a first visualization and how to create a list box to control the visualization or to filter out the visualizations with respect to the list box selections. And also we'll see some of the custom properties of list box and as well as the visualization which we are going to build. So and also some of the properties in edit script. Okay, so let's start. So in the previous class we have seen click first dashboard, right? So I'm just opening it. So as I told you, so it will allow you to open other system build applications uh, only for 4 times. So after that it won't allow you. So you should have a license, proper license to do that. Okay, so let me avoid this and go to the folder where I have saved it. So QE training, QEW, just click on this, Qlikview first, but still it's showing the same problem. Okay, so let's abort this and create a new program. Okay, so click on this tab, we'll get here, go to there, click on yonder. So in the previous session I told you, so for quickly loading the data from any of the flat files or excel files or comma separated files or from text files, so you can use this getting started wizard. So to select the file where we have data, just click on browse, and I have the data, sample data in the desktop. So go to desktop, there you find so QE training, and in there you have sample data, and click on sample data, open it. Okay, so click. So you can use data to get inserted. You can use, we can also insert data. Okay, so that's what we call as inline load that we'll discuss in the next upcoming sessions. Click on next. So you'll get to see. Okay, so use column headers, seems to be not supporting at this time. Okay, click on next, and this is asking you to save the QEW, means Qlikview application. Okay, go to the this PC desktop, QE training, QEW, here sample data load. Okay, and click on next step. So execution script failed, reload old data, yes. So let's go to control E. Control E is for opening the edit script window. So it's taking time here. It has loaded few tables. Actually, I don't want to select the first one. I want to select the another sheet of an Excel sheet, that Excel sheet. Okay, so let me go to that same path. So for loading the data, here we have one table files. This is used for loading, I can say flat files, Excel, CSV, and different text file formats. And Qlikview file, this is for loading data from another QEW. So this is what an interesting topic. This is called as binary load. So I'll tell you this in the future or upcoming classes. And web file, nothing but you can load data from any of the web page. Okay, so it will take data from tables. So I think if you have an idea about HTML, there you'll have table TRTDs. So table data, table rows, table tag. So from that it will load the data and then field data. So this we'll discuss later on. Okay, this while loading the data, you can give a relative path or you can use FTP. Okay, right? And then if you want to connect with databases, there are two types of drivers that can be supported, mean ODBC or OLEDB, or else you can have a custom driver type as well. Okay, mostly used are ODBC and OLEDB. As you know, OLEDB is advanced version of ODBC. That's your wish to which you want to go with for connecting with your data source. Okay, and even ODBC it's by default 64-bit. OLEDB or ODBC it's by default 64-bit. If you want to force that to be used in 32-bit, just click on it. So your even though your application is 64-bit, the driver will be working with your database in 32-bit mode. This is what the advantage of OLDB and ODBC drivers that are there that are incorporated in Qlikview. Okay, so you can find the administration window, ODBC administration window from here as well. Okay, so you don't have to go to proper system properties finding there. Okay, you can directly open from tools. There you have ODBC administration 64-bit and ODBC administration 32-bit. Okay, so you can do the you can create the DSNs from here only, right? Okay, now our task is to load data from an Excel sheet that we have sample data. Okay, so click on it, go to sample data, so open up. So there it will gives you data load wizard. So here, so you can find how many types of files Qlikview will support. So first one is delimited. So if you have any CSV format, it's a comma separated file, right? So like that, if you have any delimited or delimiter separated data in your file, so whatever the format may be, you can use this. So here you can specify so the delimiter that you has been used in. So semicolon, comma, tab, and spaces are already available. You can go for custom if you want. Okay, and then what is the header size you can specify, and character set. So this character set is very important because if you're using other than any other than English language, you have to specify Unicode UTF-8. And remember that if you are connecting with any other databases having data other than English, so your character set code should be UTF-8 or 16, or else you can experience strange values inside Qlikview application. Okay, so this is to be remembered. Okay, and then you want to embed labels or not, and if you want to ignore end of file or what, so that, and fixed records. So here you can load fixed number of records, and data interchange format is also one of the file format, and XLS, this is the old Excel format. XLSX, it's a new file format, and HTML, if you want to load data from HTML, that's okay. And QVD, this is an interesting file format. So QVD is an Qlikview data file. So what Qlikview will do is, so it will load the data and it will compress and it will place on the RAM for calculations. Okay, so if you want to store data for the record purpose or for other any purpose, so you can store data into QVD format. QVD is a Qlikview data format, so it will store information in compressed format, in data in your in a compressed format. Actually, Qlikview will compress and the output will be stored into QVD. While reading the data, Qlikview will uncompress or else I can say unzip the data from that file. Okay, so the compression and unzipping will be taken care by Qlikview. Okay, right? So the QVD will store XML header and coded format of the data, I can say. Okay, right? So the data will be stored in the form of symbol table. I can't say it's directly symbol table value, it's in the form of symbol table. Okay, that's why it's fast. As this data is in compressed format of Qlikview, so you can experience speed in reading the data. So you can it's easy and it's a faster way to read data from QED compared to other sources. Okay, and XML. So you can also load from XML and QVX. This is also another format of Qlikview data storage. There are some other purposes of this file extension that we'll see in the upcoming sessions. Okay, so coming to our file. It's xlsx file. So we have four tabs in there: instructions, my links, and sales orders, as well as sample numbers. Okay, so this, let our data sample data is at sales orders. Select on sales orders. So here, so I want to have labels. So the you can see A, B, C, D, E, or the column names. So I want to have labels. So just click on embed labels. So it will shift one row above so that you can get labels. Okay, right. So if you don't want a column, you can just click on into symbol here so that the column will not be loaded. Then once you done this, just click on finish. Okay, so there are many other features that are embedded inside the data loading window which we just closed, so which includes transformations that we'll see in the upcoming sessions. Okay, so once we have loaded, just give it table name. So the table name should be given by with a name. So orders, so data, it's good to have only underscores. Okay, we should follow the nomenclature of database namings, table namings law. Okay, so the table name will be ended with semicolon, colon. Okay, each and every statement will ends with semicolon. So if you are, the table, field names are ends with separated with commas. Okay, so this is a load these fields from this file and embed the labels, and the table is sales order. As Excel will have multiple sheets, we will be specifying the sheet name here. Okay, this is the sheet name of this file where our data is resides. So I have imported the path and fields which I want to load the data, from where I want to load the data. Now only the code comes, the code was placed on this edit script. So if you want to have the data, you just have to reload it. So it's good practice to save before reloading. Just click on save and go for reload. Okay, so let me, so in the fraction of second, one window has disappeared. That the window is loading status window. So if I want to enable that one, go to settings. There you can find document properties. Click on this. So what are the properties you are changing in document properties that are available for all the documents, not for one document. This is for, in this, for this document. So click on document properties. There you can see uh, keep under reference hide user, you can see that in user preferences, I think so, settings, user preferences, and you can find here. So keep progress open after reload. So that is that is related to software, not for the document, right? So that's why we have to select this keep progress open after reload. So once you selected that, check that box, apply, then okay. So press Ctrl R for reloading, or else you can reload through this button. Okay, so better go with the shortcuts, Ctrl R for reloading. So you can see here, so execution script started, and it has created a table and loaded data into that table. Okay, so close when finish. If you click this one, the button which we checked now will be unchecked. Which was been checked in user preferences. Okay, so let me close this manually. So now 43 rows has been created. If I want to see the table view and how it looks in Qlikview, nothing but a data model view. So just press on Control T. You see only one table is there. Okay, so metadata is very important coming to the any of the data mining or visualization tool. So if you come here, you can put cursor on this. So you can, here you can see does data as a table name, how many rows are there, how many fields are there, how many keys are there. Okay, And if you go to a field name, there you can find information density, nothing but how many so all the rows are having data or not, that can be seen in this information density. Suppose if you have 1000 rows and only 900 rows are there, only 90% of information density you can see. Okay, then you can find tags which will indicate data type of this particular field. So the data types are numeric, integer, timestamp, and date, because it is the order date. So your date will be in the form of four data types. So it's one date, another one is timestamp, another one is integer, another one is numeric. Okay. Suppose if you read data as a text, sorry, date as a text, so then you can convert it into number format using date hash to date. Okay, so I'll show you that later on, and then go to next region. So it's just only ASCII and text as an integer, as it is a string value, the same thing you can see. So item units, it's an integer and numeric format, units cost. Okay, right. So as this is only one table, if I switch to source table, you can see the same one. It won't gives different view, as it is only one table. So please remember this. Remember the metadata part. We'll discuss it later on. Okay. So we have loaded the data. Now, uh, and so let's go to properties. This is a sheet property. So you can right click on any sheet and go to properties, or else Control Alt S is the shortcut for opening sheet properties. Okay, so here you can see the field names. Okay, all the fields. So item is in string, so it can be used as a list box. So order date. Okay, and region. It's also, if you place cursor on the field name, you can find what is the data type. So this is very useful when you are working with multiple fields. Okay, and so these so we have selected four fields. So this window will create four list boxes for these fields. Okay, then press on OK. Now you can see four list boxes have been created. So these are list boxes. Okay, so let me select this. So this, which I enabled, this is a design grid. This, so if for aligning the object, this is a very useful I can say option. Just select all those things and arrange them properly, right? And then align to top. So then equal spacing in between, right? So we have in four list boxes. Okay, so and they are aligned properly. So now create the first visualization. Okay, so list box can be created through the sheet properties, or through right click on any sheet, new sheet objects, and there you can find list box. So through this way also you can create a list box. Okay, and or else we'll have a design menu, design toolbar. So from here you can also create list box. Okay, so totally three ways, or it might be different ways as well. So these are the three things which you can freely three ways you can create list boxes very easily. Okay, so then we'll see the customized list boxes creation. So these are just values pulling. Later on we can see so how to pull or how to change list box values according to our requirement. Okay, so now let's go to first visualization. So now, so my requirement is I want to see, or I want to compare regional region wise sales. Okay, right? So or region wise unit sales, sales in units, not in currency. So for that, it means I'm comparing the regions. For comparison, the best chart is I can say bar charts. So all the charts are available under new sheet objects and charts. So click on charts. So you will see the charts which are available: bar, line, combo, radar, gauge, macro, scatter, grid, pie, and funnel chart along with block chart. There are two tables which are treated as charts. So the tables are stride table and pivot tables. So these are all called as charts. You can manipulate data, or you can apply expressions to create visualizations, or to derive new visualizations from the existing charts. Okay, so now in our case, we'll not be writing anything here. So let's give a title. So here you can see general, right? So this is the title of this window. Like that, if you want to give a title to your I mean chart layout bar, or in that case you can give. So this is uh, sales by region. So in brackets, let's put in units. In units, right? So do you want to show title in chart? You can show. I don't want to. Okay, so if you make it read only, you can't able to select from chart. So apart from selecting the values through list boxes, and you can select values through your chart. So the charts are interactable. So if you want to make them not to work as an interactive, just press on read only. Okay, then here is a button. I'm sorry, here is a calculation condition. When the expressions that you have been written in the chart are to be executed, so that will be decided by this calculation condition. Okay, so and here we have a fast type change. So this is very useful. Suppose you have created a chart and you want to switch in between different views, from bar chart to a table chart, straight table. So you can directly switch in between two different charts of same data using fast type change. Okay, so let's click on bar chart here and straight table. So the icon position is on in caption. Okay, so we'll see the remaining things later on. Go there. So here you'll see the dimension. So my dimension is region. I want to see sales units by region. Click on region. Okay, then next. So here it is asking for expression. Then press on sum of units. So units. So and give a name to it. Units sold. Okay. So it's a bar, and finish it. Let's see this. So here you can see the title which we had given earlier, that is here. Okay, in general we have given title sales by region, that you can see here. Okay, and the regions are here. So as I told you earlier, you can also select from chart. So if I want to select central, just click on central. Now I can see central. If you want to go back, then click on this thing, then you'll be reached. Okay, so now here it is region. I don't want to see the region, it's just a label name. So where the region name is there and dimensions, just go there and remove labels. Okay, suppose if you want how many units has been sold on top of each and every bar, just go to expression, then click on values on data points, then apply. So you can find this thing here. So if you want the values to be plotted inside the bars, then go to presentation, click on plot values inside the segment, click on apply. If you want them in a vertical manner, so then click on vertical, you will get the values to be plotted in vertical. So this is how we can create a bar chart. So as I told you, it's very easy to switch in between different charts, um, right? So this is the fast change icon. So we have selected bar and straight table. So let me select on this thing. So I haven't created a straight table, but it was automatically changed it to the straight table. So if I want to go back to the, I want to go to the bar chart. just click on it. Okay, so now as I told you, this is an associative. So wherever you are clicking on, or whatever the associative field or whatever the columns related to this chart you are interacting with, so this will respond accordingly. Suppose I so let me click on and rep. So let's click on GIL. So GIL is only works for central region, and he has, the items related to him are binder, pen, and pencil. So the order dates are these. If I click on an order, this will be sliced further. Okay, so data slicing and dicing is very easier compared to other tools. So we are not applying much of coding here. It's very simple. We just created a list box, and as this is an associative one, it's slicing and dicing is happening just like that. Okay, right. Now next one. So now I want to see sales by month, year. Okay, here I have date, month, and year. Okay, so let's go to script. So now we are receiving date here, right? So I will create another format. So take order date. Okay, and then brackets open, close this, give a name to it, month name as month, year. Okay, so now we have applied transformation on a field to generate the values which we required. So we applied changes to the code, then save it, go for reload, then only you can see the values. I just reload it, right? So then go to table viewer, there you can find a new column, month, year. Okay, and preview, there you can see month, year. Okay, right, it's month and year format. So here the month name function will extract month and year in the form of MMM space YYYY. Okay, this is what the usage of month name function, right? So now our requirement is to see how these regions are performing on month and years. So month year is a dimension. So what is the difference between dimension and measure? So dimension is an attribute and measure is a value. Okay, so here measures are measured with respect of dimensions. So here we having month name here. So just double click or select and add it. So now I'm clicking on this. My first axis will be I want to see month, year wise, region, units sold. Okay, but my first dimension here is region. So let's click on apply. What will happen, we'll see. So here what it is doing for region wise. Okay, and it is displaying units sold per month here, but I want reverse panel. Just select this month here and click on promote, so your access will be changed. Okay, then click on apply. Now you can see, right? So this chart is bit clumsy. If you want these to be arranged properly, so we can put it in a meaningful manner. Okay, so this is a group bar chart, I can say. So we will change this into another one. So for changing this style into another one, go to style. Okay, there you find stacked. So here group means, so the bars will be grouped according to the dimension. Okay, so here what you are seeing is for May 2016 there are three bars, central, east, and west. So like this, for each and every one there are three bars. Now I want to have them one on another. Just click on stacked, apply, right? You can see them. Okay, right? So, and you will have, there are n number of styles that you can use or derive. There are only some for building, available, and you can build as many as you want. Okay, so I like this thing only, and I don't want month year to be displayed over there. It's a label, right? So I'll just uncheck the label. So you can customize the label as well. Okay, if you want to put hi, you can put it, or else you can put some I can say expressions over here. We'll see that later on. Okay, let's apply. Okay, so this is what sales by region. Okay, but here these values are clumsy, right? So if you want these values to be in a slant, in that the legend to be slant, the months to be in the slant manner. So let's go to properties. So where we want to have this thing in a slant manner, so in the axis, so go to axis. There you can find primary dimension labels. Now it is horizontal. Let's change them to slant. Then you can get them in a slant manner. Now it looks nice, right? And if you want vertical, then you can also put vertical, but this is also looking nice too. Good, right? So this is how we can do. And there are other properties in colors. So if I am using some color combinations here, so these colors should be same across entire dashboard. So in that case, so click on persistent and apply. So based on the available colors, it will randomly select three colors. So wherever it finds west, east, or central, then it will apply these colors to entire dashboard so that the user can feel consistency in visualization, coloring, or visualization appearance. Okay, because color codes matter when you have multiple products or multiple attributes for a column. Okay, right. So this is about first visualization. And are we missing anything for this session? I don't think so. Okay, we have seen fast change dimensions and all these things. Okay, so we'll see few more properties in the upcoming session. So practice this, and if you have any comments, please write below the video so that I'll respond and I'll make. So this is it. And if you want to download data, or else if you want to generate data on your own, so there are beautiful sorry nice websites that will provide data, or else that you can download the data. So one of them is Makaru. Please be noted that this website is not sponsoring these videos. Okay, seems to be network is a bit low. So this macro will provides an interface to uh, what I can say, to create a field names and random values, field types and all. Okay, so this is how here field name is there. You can put in your field, data type. Okay, and so there are many for generating, or else I have just what I can say, downloaded some sample data from one of the website. Let me open that as well. Yeah, contexture. From here also you can extract sample data sets, or you can download sample sets. Okay, so that's all for this session. Thanks for watching the video. Please do subscribe.